2022 Porsche 911 GT3 first look, attempting the impossible. Somehow one of the best 911s is made even better. Again. Believe it or not, reviewing Porsches can get boring. No, not the actual driving part that's usually superb, but the writing part. There are only so many ways to talk about telepathic steering, poised chassis response, heart-stopping brakes, and catapult-like acceleration. So when we first laid eyes on the latest top dog performance version of the 911, the new and just revealed 2022 Porsche 911 GT3, we perhaps could have been forgiven if our excitement meter to cover it didn't quite hit 10. But a new Porsche 911 GT3 is always fascinating because the stakes are always high. It's like watching the 2007 New England Patriots enter Super Bowl XLII undefeated. No matter how it shakes out, it's going to be quite entertaining. And after diving deep into the new 2022 Porsche 911 GT3's specs and development process, it sure looks like Porsche has accomplished what those Patriots couldn't. How fast is the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3? Right out of the gate, the new 992 Series 911 GT3 has its work cut out for it. Since the 992 Generation 911 has been introduced, it's been a motor trend favorite. The near-base 911 Carrera S won Best Driver's Car in 2019, while the 911 Turbo S, a proper supercar, finished a hard-earned 4th place at Best Driver's Car last year. That's not to mention the handful of comparison test wins the current 911 has also secured. So, we've established the fact the bone stock 911 is good, and the previous Gen GT3 is amazing. How on earth can Porsche make the 2022 911 GT3 any better? Start with the engine. A 4.0-liter naturally aspirated flat-six lives and breathes behind the now deleted rear seats. First introduced on the 991.2 Series 2019 911 Speedster, the big boxer engine gets new pistons, a dry sump lubrication system, and a throttle body for each cylinder to give the engine what Porsche calls extremely sharp throttle response. Power isn't the point of the 911 GT3, but this Porsche makes plenty. 502 HP and 346 lb-ft of torque available across wide ranges of the tachometer's 9,000 rpm sweep. The tach is actually marked all the way to 10,000 rpm, with its red line set at 9,000. Transmissions carry over from the 991 Series 911 GT3. Porsche's Stun Gun Quick PDK 7-speed dual-clutch automatic is standard, while a 6-speed manual is available for special order. As expected from a GT3, this 911 is only available with rear-wheel drive. Porsche says the new 2022 911 GT3 will accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds with the PDK and reach a top speed of 197 miles per hour. While we'll have to independently verify those claims, Porsche claims its new 911 GT3 has already lapped the Nürburgring Nordschleife in 6:59.927, more than 17 seconds quicker than the 991.2 911 GT3. How well will the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 handle and brake? As with any driver's car, stopping is just as important as going. To that end, the new 911 GT3 sports larger brakes than before. These cast-iron units, though related to the 911 Turbo's standard brakes, are lighter due to the use of a narrower friction ring, according to Porsche. For more stopping power, you can order massive 16.1-inch front and 15.3-inch rear ceramic composite brakes that weigh half as much as the stock units. Underpinning the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 is a standard 992 platform upgraded with suspension hardware from Porsche's 911 RSR and 911 GT3 Cup race cars. The biggest change is up front, where the new wider axle is fitted with a new multi-link suspension, a 911 first, which Porsche says will allow for better steering, higher cornering speeds, and a reduced susceptibility for mid-corner surprises on rough or uneven pavement. The new, wider rear axle is fitted with a multi-link suspension system and four-wheel steering. When it comes to rubber meeting the road, the 911 GT3 sports new lightweight 20-inch front and 21-inch rear forged aluminum wheels, available with GT3 exclusive shark blue or guards red pinstriping. GT3 specific ultra-high performance tires 0.4 inch wider than before for both front and rear are standard, while a street legal R compound track tire is optional. What's up with that weird wing, though? People like to say all 911s look the same, but there's no mistaking the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 for a turbo or Carrera. The most eye-catching feature is found in back, a controversial, but gorgeous, swan neck rear wing, mounted upside down in order to make it more aerodynamically efficient and to provide more downforce. In this case, the latter is quantified in the wing's street setting as 50% more downforce than the more traditional wing found on the last 911 GT3. When in its most aggressive setting, the manually adjustable wing combines with a fixed rear spoiler and a manually adjustable front lip spoiler to increase downforce by about 150% versus the old car. That's a massive overall gain. Rounding out the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 package is a new front fascia designed to increase downforce and cooling, and liberal use of carbon fiber reinforced plastic, with the hood, rear wing, and rear spoiler all made from the lightweight material. If you hate the rear wing, why would you? Fret not, Porsche has already committed to the return of the 911 GT3 Touring for the 992. Expect to see the, slightly, more street-appropriate and significantly more subtle 911 GT3 Touring before the end of the year. Inside, the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 looks much the same as lesser 911 Carreras. The most obvious changes include the aforementioned rear seat delete and a GT3-specific PDK gear selector that looks like a manual shifter. Dig deeper, though, and you'll find features like thinner window glass, a slightly smaller steering wheel, and a GT3-specific track screen function for the instrument cluster. The cluster flanks a central analog tachometer with tire pressure and water temperature on the left-hand screen, and oil temp, oil pressure, and fuel level info on the right-hand screen. Four-way sport seats come standard on the GT3, but Porsche will sell you 18-way sport seats or carbon fiber bucket seats that shave 26 pounds from the new 911 GT3's curb weight. Shut up and take my money. Sound good? Yes. Yes, it does. Get in line. Pricing is yet to be announced, but expect the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 to sticker for around $170,000 when it goes on sale this fall. We expect to get our first crack behind the wheel of the new 911 GT3 in the coming months. If our first ride in a GT3 prototype is any indication, it should make us crazy thrilled when we're behind the wheel, and we have a sneaking suspicion it might even move us to joy when we sit down to write about it again. 2022 Porsche 911 GT3. Price $170,000, MTEST. Layout: rear engine, RWD, 2-pass, 2-door coupe. Engine 4.0L/502 HP/346 lb foot DOHC 24 valve flat 6. Transmission 7-speed twin clutch auto, 6-speed manual. Curb weight 3,350 pounds, MTEST. Wheelbase 96.5 in. LXWXH 178.6 x 74.9 x 50.9 in. 0 to 60 miles per hour 3.2 SEC, MFREST. EPA fuel econ not yet rated. On sale fall 2021.